time.
Yeah. Just going to wait around.
We don't roll that way. We're not going to sit here and do that.
Oh, yeah. Good job, Kev. Kev learned guitar.
That'd be an instrument. If you could learn one instrument, what would it be? Would it be guitar?
I told my kid to learn guitar.
Yeah.
I said every single time somebody shows up with a guitar, people have smiles on their faces. Nobody looks at somebody with a guitar and says, ew, what are you going to do with that?
Yeah, you want piano.
Piano is like the basis for everything.
Piano's cool, but you don't see that anywhere.
No, you see pianos all kinds of places.
Fancy
You
places.
just walk over there and just start playing. People are like, oh, wow.
Whoa.
Guitar.
Even Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
You know?
What about them?
They have a piano.
Yeah.
I was like, what
They
about
have a
them?
piano in their music. Yeah.
Clouds.
November Rain. That's one song.
No, they have more than that.
They got like 4.
Was Patience on piano? I can't
No,
remember.
that was just like whistling.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there you go. Guitar, whistling,
so
or
piano
piano.
or guitar. I feel like a guitar is more readily available than a piano because you can travel with it. You can't travel. Well, I guess you could look at like the thing that Kevin has, the little MIDI Casio.
Oh, that thing is bunk as hell.
But Ed Sheeran this week made a comment. He goes, "Oh, I'd most certainly be a virgin right now if I hadn't taken up like the guitar."
Oh, so it's about the sex.
Very nice.
That's Ed Sheeran.
I'm telling you, man. Somebody has a guitar at a party. Think of it. You're in your 20s, you're in your teens. Somebody's got a guitar. You're the coolest kid in the room.
Not always.
There was a kid in my class who
Unless you
could do
can't sing.
guitar and piano.
But if you can't sing and
But you can sing along and make everybody else do like
but
you can let them sing along.
piano sing-alongs are easier. There's no dueling guitar bars.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Very true.
Like I could walk into Nordstrom
Touche.
today and just sit
Point
down
up.
their piano. Do they still have the piano in Nordstrom? It's been so long since I've been to the Galleria, I can't even tell.
I don't know.
I think it's still there.
Y'all, I cannot tell you how long it has been since I've been inside the Galleria. There's like zero reason for me to go there. Zero.
Yeah.
Also because I don't want to get mugged. But anyway, I'm just like, what's going on there?
That's why you park in that valet area.
What?
Up
There's a
there,
valet area in front of Cheesecake Factory. There's one at Nordstrom. Where
yeah,
else is there
that's
one?
the side one, the Nordstrom one, the side. No, the other one.
That's
Which
next
one?
level.
Oh my God, it's by the
No, it's just
cheesecake.
called You Don't Want to Get Carjacked.
The Macy's there, or what's the other one? Nordstrom and then Neiman Marcus. Neiman Marcus has one. You just park there. It's like $5.
I bet y'all.
At least you're safe.
I bet y'all valet at the airport too.
If I'm in a hurry, hell to the yes, you do.
I have never valeted at the airport.
Oh my God, it's the most amazing thing ever. If you are running late and you have called to valet, do you know that you're allowed to get in there? You know, everyone's like, I'm going to call the airport and try and reserve a spot. The valet is totally worth it. They'll even wash your car if you're gone long enough. It's worth it.
How much is a day?
I think, I don't know, like $25 or something.
Oh, I bet it's more than that.
No, it's not.
No, I think it's $25.
That's
I mean, it's
what parking
expensive,
is.
but
My time is worth it, man.
I'm going on vacation. Like I'm going to Disney World. I'm spending a lot of money as
I got
it is.
5 people. We got 7 bags. You think I want to take all that? Honey, I have earned this.
You know
I
what
am
time
not 20 anymore.
I parked and ride. And I lost my car. They like you did? Yeah.
Why
Yes.
didn't you take a picture? Where
Leaving
you
the
parked?
car.
They moved it because it was so crowded. It was like Christmas time. I was going to see my family with
Oh
Neggy.
my gosh.
And they said, "Oh, here, give us the key. We'll move it and stuff." And then they didn't know where they parked it. That was like 40 minutes to an hour.
Where, the valet people?
No, the those parking rides before at Bush.
Oh, really?
You know, for like $7 a day.
I didn't know they ask you for your key for
Yeah,
$7
I had
a day.
no idea.
because they were so backed up, and they had. I'm just like, there's other places you could just park, but that time I didn't reserve. I don't know if you could reserve 15 years ago.
Well, for so many years, I used to do the shuttle, the park and ride shuttle in. Like if you're on that boulevard, then you just turn not the yellow and black dots. This one was like called like Ampco parking or something. That was my go-to place. But too many times I was like sweating, like, oh my God, I'm at the mercy of stopping to get the next passenger in the parking lot before we take out of here.
That
You know what I mean?
that's a thing.
I'm like, oh my God, can we just get straight to the airport? Please do not pick anybody else up. So I did that for years and years and years because I was like conditioned like y'all are, like, no way, I'm not going to park at the airport. That's crazy. Then I had kids. Then we had a stroller. Then we had 15 bags. I go, no, this is ridiculous. I'm not schlepping everybody in 3 stops.
That's a lot of schlep, right?
It's a lot of
It's like
schlep.
you hand it up onto the little bus thing. No, I have more. Hold on, I have more.
No. I will find a parking spot in the garage, or we will reserve a spot for valet and just make life
In
easier.
Chicago, they built a tram. Take you to like rental cars and stuff, so and parking spots, so you don't have to always take the little bus thing.
Most of the airports do
That's
that
nice.
now. You get into, now approaching terminal B, C, or whatever, and then it'll say, and car rental places.
I don't know about that.
No, the car rental usually has their own. Like Thrifty has their own bus. Enterprise has their own bus.
No, what I'm saying, like at the airport when you're on the monorail. Like I was in Dulles Airport recently, and it's like now approaching.
I think San Francisco's that way too. you get there. You can rent the cars right there at the airport.
Yeah.
Or
I like how
think
you can park up against Hobby. They made that eco park right there.
Yeah, that's
I haven't parked there in a long
nice.
time.
Oh, that's real close.
That's
Eco
like
Park
hobby.
is $554 a day for covered and $462 for uncovered.
And how far is the schlepping?
Well, there's a lot that's like right at
there.
the back door.
Oh,
of
really?
Hobby.
Yeah.
Yes, and then there's another
nice.
overflow that you would have to tote your bags probably about 100 feet.
I think nowadays just Uber.
But even
It's a
Uber
valet-
sometimes
it's a
where it
valet
leaves
to that.
you.
If you do the math on it, absolutely. So if the Uber ride is say, $25 to get there and 25
Yeah.
back, then that's only
cheaper.
$50
Yeah.
and you would have paid 75 for
And
parking.
have you ever seen those cars on bricks? People take the tires, like people steal.
I
At the
have.
I have
airport?
not
Yeah,
at the
I've
airport,
never
but
seen
I've
that at
heard
the
that.
airport.
Thank you for
Sometimes.
telling me that as my car is going to an airport
Good luck.
soon.
Google best cars to steal tires.
Yeah, I feel like,
Make sure
you know
it's
what?
not yours.
As I have grown, as I have matured, and I have traveled a lot, I don't think I can bring myself to because of my own anxiety about time. I can't do the shuttle anymore where I can park for, how much is that now? That yellow and black dot parking place.
Oh, I don't know. I don't do
Spot
that.
parking.
How much is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I just used that one. It was, I think, $7 a day, and I paid in advance. May have been a little bit less
So
than
the
that.
anxiety of the time stress for me is, I can't do it anymore.
And I
I've been
did have
tapping my
a
foot
kind
too
of
much.
that experience when I got onto the little bus. I felt like he was just taking a tour of the,
The
lot.
parking lot. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Oh, they
he's
go
freaking
down,
out.
back and forth.
Yeah, like, you said they came in, but I don't see him around here. I'll take another ride around. I'm like, oh my God, I can get on the earlier flight if you just go. No. And then, of course, once you get to them, it's like, yeah, the family of 6 with 14 bags.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
You don't want me on that bus anymore. You know what I mean? I'm doing you
No,
a
I don't.
favor by not having the
No, I
stress.
appreciate you now.
know what
Now
I'm
that you
saying?
explain yourself.
Yes, you should
Thank
say,
you.
Kevin, yes, Rula, you go
Yes,
ahead and you
ma'am.
valet that family.
You little stand those
we
kids
don't
next to you,
need you
Kev.
taking up the time. It's like when you're in the TSA line and you have two choices. You're thinking, which one's the shorter one? You get stuck behind a family. I am a family, and I hate getting stuck behind families because I just know how it goes. You want to be fast. Your husband wants to be fast. You think you know how to be efficient, and then somebody loses a shoe. And you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Did I take my jacket? I remember I got my hoo-ha grabbed the last time I had to go to the TSA.
This whole shoe thing has got to go
like,
away.
what?
I mean, it's completely worthless. There's no reason to take our shoes off. We go through a gigantic X-ray that
But
can
then,
see
Brian,
through the shoes.
then they wouldn't have any use to charge us more money to go through
Yeah,
the other
for the
way.
TSA.
The TSA pre-check.
Yep.
That's really the only
Yep.
perk I really.
Literally the only
all
perk.
dog.
Because sometimes I go through that line, I'm like, look over, I'm like, that line was actually shorter. And
Oh,
I'm going through-
sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is.
Oh, it
Unless
is.
you got a
But you're
family
not
to
taking your
schlep.
shoes off. So I'm
I
like,
have the
that's-
Clear Pass, and the Clear lately has been longer than the regular line.
I saw that the other day. The Clear was longer than the TSA pre-check. I was
I
like,
don't
man,
understand
screw that.
Clear. I don't understand
Clear
Clear.
just cuts you to the front of the regular line.
But I don't understand, like, what's...
It's
anybody
facial-
can get in that?
Yeah, facial
Yeah,
recognition, but you pay a
now
pretty
in
price.
TSA.
So wait, hold on. Say that again.
It's cheaper than TSA. TSA, they're merging, by the way. Clear and TSA, like, I think
Is
I
it
now
a-
have the option where I can apply for the TSA.
Is it an interview process for Clear? Like it is
No,
for
you
TSA?
just sign up. You just sign up that you got an
Pre-check?
agent there at the airport, at the kiosk, and they sign you up. And it's beneficial if you're like at certain airports where the lines are insanely long.
Is it overseas, though?
No.
No, because
See, that's what sucks. Because, when you go overseas, it's like then
No,
you're
it's
stuck in
domestic
peasant
only.
line no matter what.
You gotta
You're
get
a
global
nobody
entry on the way
again.
back.
With TSA, I had to go to like a building and
Yeah, I had
yes.
to do that too.
Yeah.
Do the interview.
Fingerprints and
Yes.
such.
So
Firstborn.
last time I was in the
And I'm like,
airport,
damn.
somebody from Clear approached me and said, "Come through the Clear line." I said, "No, I'm not leaving. I'm
clear?
just here to drop somebody off." And I thought that was weird. She approached me to tell me to go through Clear, and I wasn't even traveling that day. I was like, "Oh, no."
Some credit
okay.
cards provide it.
Really?
As a perk. Yeah.
That's new to know. Maybe I'll try that.
Oh, yeah.
See what
I
happens.
bet you got that card.
Yeah. So
like Black MX or something. What is that?
It's a little bit of, it has some heaviness to it.
Oh, yeah,
the
those
card.
metal
is
ones.
it black?
Plink.
Is the Amex the black one that Jerry Seinfeld started? Or is that platinum? What's the one that he started? Black
No,
card?
he didn't.
Black card.
I never saw
He
commercials with
credits
black.
himself.
The black
for
card's
that.
the one where you've got to spend $100,000 a month.
But he credits himself with that. He says he's the one that started the black card for American
Even
Express.
if you're rich, it's like, are you spending that much?
$100,000 a month? Are you kidding me? What the heck?
But I mean, like, to pay things, like, you can't pay your mortgage off. You got to buy
oh yeah,
things,
you can't put
know
your
what I mean?
mortgage on a credit
I
card.
guess you could buy a private. Could you?
Could
like
you?
a private jet? You could
Can't you?
get the
I don't
hours.
know.
You know, you buy 10 hours or something, maybe. That's how you do it.
Or if you
here
have a
it is.
business and you're always putting your business expense on, you have a massive
construction company. And
gas
you
or
need to,
So
construction
here it is. In
company.
1999, American Express introduced the Centurion card, known as the Black Card. Jerry Seinfeld claimed to be the first person to receive a Centurion card after contacting the company's president about the rumored existence of the Black Card.
The Black Card.
He didn't create it, but he saw that it existed.
I wonder if anyone ever
popularized
think
it.
someone just spray paints their card.
No,
Black.
that's not the same, friend.
That's weird. I would
not the
not
same.
recommend doing that.
It would smell. It would smell like spray paint,
And
wouldn't
it
it?
would just rub off eventually.
We just
Yeah,
need it
it's
for
gross.
put it on the bar so the girl sees it at the steakhouse in the afternoon.
She's not.
All those guys
I
that
guess
move.
maybe she's noticing.
I have a dumb question about Waze since we're talking about traveling to the airport. So I am under the impression that Waze is going to know something more than like Google Maps. Am I wrong on that?
I think it depends on who you ask.
I think it
Waze is
will.
better.
I think
hate
it
Waze.
probably will because
Eats
it
your
is
app up, or
user
battery.
data generated. There's
Yeah.
probably more users. And there's more functionality to Waze. You
Okay.
know, the Google Maps doesn't have as much functionality. However, there's probably more people connected to Google than to Waze.
That's true.
From what I understand, is they follow data points on the highways and their speed, and that's how they know where this traffic is.
Right, because when I had to drive back from San Antonio this weekend, the Waze was totally took us way out of the way. Like we didn't get on I-10 for a long time, and we were like, "Why are we going this way?" Eric's wife and Eric were doing the same drive, and she said, "Did y'all go through all these weird little curves? We hadn't gotten there yet because they left before us." But that Waze made us avoid all this crazy traffic on I-10 because it
nice.
knew there was some construction stuff. Where I feel like Google Maps or Apple Maps would have been like, "Well, have fun. It's going to be a 2-hour extra ride back."
Yeah, there's not alternative routes as much.
Waze is good because it will tell you where all the police are.
Yeah, but
it's much
sometimes
better.
I wonder if it's just someone bored. I'd be on there just,
Oh
yeah.
my god, just screwing with people.
There's a cop there. Yeah, just
And just slow them down.
Cops
It always
can get
takes
on
me like the
Waze.
Yeah.
worst way, though. Whenever I use Waze, it takes me the most roundabout way possible. That's
just
why.
save 1 minute.
Yes,
and you're
that's why I'm like,
20
I don't
turns.
do it. I just use Google Maps.
And it eats
I'm
battery.
It
I
does.
wish I
It,
did
it
it.
burns through your battery so much
Well,
more.
you know, cops can, when they say there's a cop here, still there, cops can get on Waze and say, not
No,
there.
I'm not.
That's not me.
A cop can just open their Waze too. And be like,
He's
"No,
gone
I'm not
now.
here
He
anymore."
left.
Gone.
The debris feature is neat on there. You know, if
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a
there's something in the
hazard in the
road?
road. I mean,
Okay.
half the time it is accurate.
Yeah.
It might have been smushed and rolled off to the side by that time, but still, you're
But they
like,
always say we're not supposed to text and drive, so that means people are
Yeah,
driving
they
with their
are.
ways and they're taking their
Well,
eyes
they
off the
have it
road.
like probably on some little, what's the thing called? The little stick
You have it on the dash.
stationary
well, you would hope
stand.
so.
And you
But
could just,
usually
I'm
Yeah,
sure everyone
pops
does
up.
that one.
it's in their hand,
Yep.
looking down.
Well, they hold it like this when they're talking to their friend. They were holding it like in the speakerphone.
hey, as long as they're not on Sheen Shine
hear
trying to
people
buy
talking.
some clothes. Shein, what we decided it's called. Shine.
Shein.
Shine, Sheen, Shein, which I've seen people shopping on Facebook Marketplace on I-10.
Oh, people.
in
Oh
traffic.
my God!
I'm like,
That's
hey
so
man,
dangerous.
I know we're only going 35, but we're still going 35 on I-10.
That's when you got a shopping addiction.
I'm like, what are you
stop.
doing? Okay, speaking of shopping, it's back to school time. We'll tell you how to score some cash, a laptop, some headphones, all the things your student needs coming up next. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be sunshine in the high 90s. Later in the week, we're definitely hitting the triple digits. Right now, 80 degrees and 613 on the Rule and Ryan Show.
This is Rula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
It is brought to you by Taqueria Arandas, and if you are not looking forward to getting back to school because of the money that your family has to spend to get you back to school on supplies and clothes and all the stuff, we're going to make it a little easier for you guys. We have a $100 gift card to Target we're giving away, and that makes you a finalist for a chance to win an HP laptop and Beats headphones for the school year. We do this at 9
that's
o'clock,
nice.
1 o'clock, and 4 o'clock. So if you're stressing out about what you need for school, try and win that. It's one less thing to check off your list. Pretty awesome. Carrie Underwood is heading back to American Idol after Simon Cowell told her in the second season, I predict that you are going to be the biggest selling artist we've ever seen on this show. He was right.
Whoa,
You got
he
that
said
one
that?
right.
Yeah, her second
Instead
season.
of hating on her like he hates on everybody, he actually.
He didn't hate on everybody.
Always.
feel like that's what he
even
was
Carrie
known
Underwood,
for.
he nailed her for that. I remember they did
that's
Bon
also
Jovi night and they nailed her for that. Like,
That's
oh,
also
you
what
didn't do
put
very
them on the
good.
map, too, though.
Plus,
Like,
it's respectful. I mean, you kind of respect what he doesn't just kiss your butt.
Yeah, he doesn't love everybody.
He won't, even if when he likes you a lot, he'll tell you the truth. You know how
Yes.
it's like, well, you didn't do that great in that. Try harder next week.
Simon being a jerk is what made that show really what it was. I mean, that's what made people take notice.
That and the bad auditions that nobody had seen before.
Those are my
Yeah.
favorite.
I mean, it was like watching a
Do they
train
still
wreck.
do that?
Nobody had ever. I think they.
I haven't seen that show in
if
like
they
10
do it
years.
now,
I know, I
it's
quit
not the
watching
same.
years
It
ago.
doesn't
It's
hit
not
the
as
same.
it's not as obnoxious as it used to be.
Or it's not as shocking because that's the first time America had ever seen anything like that.
Maybe that's what it is.
It was the setup of, well, my family tells me I'm really good at singing, and then I
Yes.
like they're like that, and everyone's like staring
But
at
then
them.
some people made a career out of it. Like, what was that? William Hung, remember? She Bangs.
I don't know if he made a career, but
Yeah.
he
I
has
mean, he got marked
15 minutes of fame for
15
sure.
minutes, He milked it. Yeah.
So
got
Carrie
30.
Underwood, Luke Bryan, and Lionel Richie are your new hosts for American Idol. Luke Bryan's advice for Carrie was, if you don't already go to therapy, you're going to need a therapist. And if you go already, you're going to need more. Not to deal with the contestants, but to deal with us. She's probably going to have to double it to deal with me and Lionel. Maybe I should give her, I don't know, do therapists do gift cards? Where can I call her therapist and give her a voucher?
I think she can afford it.
Speaking of television, last night was All Olympics all the time, and I was gonna post a story on Instagram at Radio Rula, but I was like, you know what? I'm just so in the moment. I don't know what is happening between the last 2 days of Olympic watching, but I am like tearing up when I watch when you see them win, and it's a totally different country you don't even know about, you don't care about, you don't listen for, whatever, but what it means to win for that country. Like the girl from St. Lucia who won the 100 meter, like that girl's getting a postage stamp. They are basically giving her St. Lucia. Like when she goes back, she is a hero for the rest of her life, and she is a legend for all time. Like 3 generations from now, they're going to know her name.
Think about it, if we only had one Olympian
Yes.
in the United States,
Yeah, we
we'd be
would know
all
exactly who that
but we have
was.
so many.
There were a lot of these
lucky.
little stories yesterday of, smaller countries or countries that only had like 1 or 2 or 3 or never medaled in that sport or that event. That was so amazing. I was trying to explain to my son, who's 9, I said, if you wanted to go to the Olympics, you technically could pick which country you want to play for, because the kid from Sweden who won pole vaulting, he goes to LSU. He's an American.
Oh,
His mother
parents-
was Swedish, and she was an athlete. So when he decided to compete, he competed for Sweden, not for the U.S., because we have so many athletes and so many big name athletes that you could win the gold in the discus, but I don't know.
Well, why it's so big for people like St. Lucia? I mean, that's a small island. It's 617 square feet.
Right, that's my point.
But if you win the
Or
gold,
miles,
for
miles.
Sweden, wouldn't you win the
Feet,
gold?
not
That's my
feet.
house.
Why couldn't you win the gold for America? You know what I mean? If you're
Well,
going to win
right.
the gold in Sweden, you'd beat all the Americans.
Right,
Basically,
and
you're
that's-
saying, I don't think I can beat these guys in the pre.
I have a better
whatever.
chance if I go for the other country that has less athletes in that sport.
Even though I'm probably the best.
But also think
so to me, it
monetarily,
almost makes you
Eric.
feel like you're a scaredy cat. You're afraid to take on the best in America.
Oh, I think that
Like,
there is a
even though you
double.
know you're the
There's a
best.
catch-22 to that. Here's the two things about that. Okay, to your point, maybe some people can take it that way. Like, well, there's not as much competition. Of course, you made it for Sweden or for Greece.
If
or
you're going to win the
for
gold, it means you're
wherever.
the best no matter what.
Right.
Take everybody on.
But here's the other thing: what is your financial outlook going to be once you win? If you place, way bigger in that country than here.
Yeah, for that.
So I
then.
told MJ last night, I said, buddy, if you want to play a sport, you have a choice to play for USA or for Greece. If you play for Greece, depending on the sport and what you do, you could make a whole bunch of money doing all this stuff, but I need you to learn how to speak Greek so you can do the TV interviews.
Yeah.
Because
Commercials.
my kids understand me, but they don't speak back to me enough. And I'm trying to teach them and, do the whole thing to immerse them in the culture and the language. And I can speak to my kids all day long in Greek. They know exactly what I'm saying, but they barely say it back to me. So I told them last night, if you're going to try and, do an event for Greece when you're older, you're going to be able to, I need you to know how to speak on the TV interview.
Him do shot put.
Yeah, one of those. It's like
Those guys
something
are
that you
strong.
just,
Have you
like
seen what those
discus
guys?
or-
I mean, they're
javelin.
huge. These guys are big doing the shot
Oh,
put.
the guy that I told you I follow, who's giving us all the Olympic Village tea, his name is Manolo. He got bronze
Well, you got something.
for pole vaulting. He got bronze. The LSU kid got gold for Sweden. I don't know who placed silver.
Yeah, but he didn't get offered $250,000 to do porn.
Oh, I know,
That
the French guy.
Oh, because he knocked the pole over.
I was waiting for that one to come out.
way.
I was waiting for the websites.
Website. So last night, of course, Simone Biles, it was a big shocker for a lot of people that, what? You're not all gold all the time. She fell off the balance beam during her routine. and on the floor. Even though her routine was so crazy hard, even though she flew out of the borders a couple times, I'm still kind of shocked she still didn't get it. Because what she was doing on the floor was harder than other people's routines. But yeah, whatever.
She went for it.
Yeah, I thought it was so awesome that she and Jordan Childs both like bowed down to the
When's
girl from Brazil.
breakdancing
That was
happening?
awesome. Yeah, when's breaking happening?
We keep hearing about breakdancing.
I've already seen some of it. It's in the gymnastics. They'll do it in the middle of the routine.
What?
I have seen that already.
What?
I don't think
No.
so.
Yeah,
breaking
no,
is a
where?
whole thing of its own.
Breakdancing as a whole.
Where they'll do like a little
They're-
break, they're spinning on their back and all that stuff. I've seen them do some of that already.
What?
No, they're
that's
talking about
gymnastics.
break
Breaking.
dancing as like
a sport.
whole other
sport.
Okay.
sport, not the
They
actual
incorporated
gymnast
it into
doing
their gymnastic
That's not what we're
routines.
talking about. They're talking
Yeah.
about it being a whole different other sport that just got entered into the Olympics. The USA women's soccer team is also playing today at 11 versus
Oh,
Germany.
okay.
If anybody
Are we
wants
playing
to
for
watch.
a medal yet, or
We
are we
are
still
playing,
Yeah, what are the rounds?
semifinals.
Semifinals.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that's today at 11.
Last night watching the Simone interview, she was wearing a boot. You know?
Yeah, because she hurt her leg on the first day, and she had wrapped it up
It's
so tight.
precaution.
got? She's been hiding.
And Valerie Allman, everybody knows her name, right? I'm going to make y'all know her name. She won her second gold in a row in women's discus.
Nice.
See what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different
Yeah,
events with other
so
names.
many.
Because you're going up against the Simone Biles of the world. There's all these other Americans that are killing it for us. We're like, I
You see
don't
the girl
know.
that won, that beat Simone.
The girl from Brazil.
Yeah, she.
Okay.
I guess like 4 years ago she had ACL problems and
I think she's had 3 surgeries, they
surgeries.
said.
So that's pretty cool that they bowed down to her.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Like say,
because it's
"Good job, they're
difficult
so
for
happy."
She's a
a return
superhero,
after
too.
that kind of surgery.
Great sportsmanship, but then again, when you have 13 golds, you can
you would hope you
you have
take
a
a little
silver and you
break.
I'd be mad.
It looks like Andrade. I always want to say Andrade, but they pronounce it a different way on TV. Rebecca Andrade.
And for the breaking, Friday, August 9th, the pre-qualifier battle starts at 9 a.m. So it happens Friday.
All
Ooh,
right.
It
that'd be
hasn't even
fun.
started yet.
What
so.
about judo?
Served.
What about
At 9
judo?
a.m.
I want to see judo.
I tried watching judo.
No,
I'm like, if they didn't wear those gis because they grab them, I know that's part of the thing, but I'm like, they should just go shirtless.
what's a gi?
That's like the white little robe that they wear.
I think
That's what it's
called
called?
gi.
It's called a gi.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
Faith's in the dojo right now.
Ghee is also
butter.
that butter you buy in the grocery store that's clarified and cold. Ghee.
Never heard of
Ghee.
Ew.
No, it's
I
their-
think
it's their-
judo's already done.
I thought they finished
Is it?
last.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
We used to have-
Surfing?
we
You
used to
know
have the
that?
family. What's the family's name from here that would always win?
Lopez family. That's Taekwondo.
Oh, Taekwondo.
Taekwondo, yeah.
No,
Lopez
it's a
family,
gi,
Taekwondo.
not a goo.
I'm in the goo.
It's a gi, not a goo.
You can
That's
wear
like a
it
team
or you
move.
can cook with it. Look it up. Maybe you can wear one while you're cooking with ghee and do it all together.
Get
Okay.
grease on you.
Last week, Eric asked the most ridiculous question off the air in here, and I was like waiting. Like, when are we going to bring this up? This is so funny. I think the 6 o'clockers deserve this ridiculousness.
Oh yeah.
If animals could talk, what was your question, Eric?
Which do you think would be the rudest? Like, just
sounds
think if animals
silly.
started talking out there. Like cats, I think cats would obviously just ignore you. Mm-hmm. That'd be like a woman that's just
And
mad
they
at you.
score. They judge you while they ignore you. I feel like Special K had a good honey badger narrative going for a while there.
I think
That was
geese,
classic.
geese would be a-holes.
What about otters?
Seems salty.
No,
Otters are always getting taken advantage of because everyone thinks they're all cute and they hold hands
Yeah.
and float away from each other.
They're
And then they get phone scammed by telemarketers and give all their money away.
So we need you to call us right now. If animals could talk, which do you think would be the rudest and why?
The number is 833-390-KRBE, or you can text us at 37530, which is the rudest animal
Geese are
given they could
awful.
speak.
They're mean.
We'll talk to you next on the Rule and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRVE. I love it.
Back to Rula and Ryan.
My friends, if you have ever looked at your dog or cat or your pet and thought, I know my dogs talk to each other when we're not home. We're just not here to hear them. Eric had a really funny question when it comes to animals speaking.
Yeah, do you think which one do you think would be the rudest? Like out of all the animals out there, like geese. I've been attacked by geese. My friends had geese on the farm, and they're mean as it
They
is. And they
are
don't
mean.
imagine they could talk. Like, come here, you little! I'm gonna kick your ass.
Like, I
Start
feel like
chasing me.
pelicans, when you see pelicans in Galveston just flying over the seawall, they're all just kind of like, I don't know, man.
I feel like they're like old men.
Yeah,
Just
they're just like
hanging
following
out.
the guy at the front.
I'm gonna poop on that guy over there.
Yeah.
Like,
Look at that. There's a fish down
I'm gonna
there.
get a
We're on that.
fish.
Gotta stay in
Here I
line.
come.
They're kind of like lazy,
Or
sarcastic.
surfers.
Are they like surfers?
Maybe not old men, like surfers,
Yeah,
like
they're
surfer
chill.
bros.
I feel like they're chilling. They can't be bothered. The pelicans.
Yeah.
They're just like, whatever. I'm going to sit on this pole all day and watch you guys camp out.
and maybe get a fish.
That's what they do. They sit on those pier, the poles on the pier, and they just stare at you. 833-390-KRBE. That is our number, 833-390-KRBE. I don't know the name of... Oh, here it is, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Sorry, I didn't see your name. Hi, Aaron. Good morning.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Welcome to the dumbest topic ever.
But you might be
Question.
talking about this with your friends and family later. So tell us the animal you're thinking about and which is the rudest. Like, how rude is the animal you're thinking about?
I think a llama, because for one, they spit at you and they just never look happy.
Yeah, llamas
I can
always
see
look
that.
confused and mad.
But
Like,
they're always at petting zoos.
Yeah, and then they'll spit on
I've
you.
recently been spit on by a llama at a petting zoo.
have you?
so-
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yuck.
What is that? Is it like does it smell the spit, or is it like
It smells like throw up. It's disgusting.
Gosh.
gross?
Gag.
I just remember
No.
the llama from Napoleon Dynamite.
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
A lot of people are saying llamas.
Yeah.
They seem like jerks, and they're
Llamas.
Yeah.
They're like, get out of my way, I'm
so-
going to spit on you. All right, well, since you've had that personal experience, thanks. I'll never forget it, Aaron. Have a great day.
somebody just texted the rudest animal is my mother-in-law. Somebody said, "Damn, people are mean."
Wow, that's another topic for another time, kids. Which animal do you think is the rudest if animals could speak? Let's think of all the animals. I mean, on my morning drive to KRBE, I see plenty of dead armadillos. They just seem like they not be rude. They're just like scared and
Because they
confused
just
and get
live
hit
in
by
lives.
cars.
They don't understand freeways.
How about kangaroos?
Oh, yeah, kangaroos.
Have you ever seen,
whip your
like-
ass?
They would.
They're built too. They got
They
like.
are
kill you.
muscular.
It's sad, but they got better abs than I do.
Yeah, but there was a viral video. It was like last week where the guy walked up and he just punched the kangaroo in the face, and he just
That's
puffed
animal
out
cruelty. What the heck?
Was there one in the corner? They were fighting around the
puffed out
corner.
his chest. Yeah, because
Did you see the one where the kangaroo was trying to drown the dog? And then the dog's owner had to come out and punch the kangaroo.
That's what it was.
And take the dog away from the kangaroo.
yeah.
Oh, my
Yes.
gosh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know.
The kangaroos
how to
are,
react.
yeah, now that I hear it.
If another animal was trying to drown my animal, I don't
Yeah.
even know. I think I'd be in such shock I couldn't move.
What about moths? They could be
Moths.
rude. They go to eat your clothes. They're
All up
probably,
in your
they're probably
face.
snobby. Like,
They're not even animals.
Did you
That's
see
an
the text,
insect.
though,
that's what I was
about
thinking.
moths?
I started thinking about
Butterflies. Everyone tells them how beautiful they are, and then moths are ugly. So butterflies just fly around knowing they are so beautiful.
So they're rude. They think they're hot crap.
Yes, they're
On
like
text.
the
The moths I
elitist.
could see because they're jerks.
On text at 37530, we have flamingos. They have that vibe. Seagulls. Rude thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Emus.
Always begging.
They look mean, and I roll the window up at those wildlife drive-thrus if an emu is coming my way because they'll peck you in the head.
Or like an
Persian
ostrich.
cats, so judgy.
Oh, they do. I'll
Ostrich,
tell
they
you
got
what.
those damn. It looks like a sledgehammer. Like
If you go to the
yeah, the beak.
Natural Bridge Cavern safari ride, the emus are right there at the end, and they give you a bag of food to feed all the animals,
and they know it, right?
and they
They're like,
know it, and they will stick their head inside the car, and they just start pecking like crazy. They want your food. They'll peck you until they get the food.
Ugh, how about this text? Hands down, the rudest animal would be the hippo. They just look like they'll insult you with so much viciousness.
like the most dangerous.
With as much viciousness as Regina George
I bet
before
really,
they kill
I bet
you.
really could do a hippo sound if you talked.
Hi, Eric. Oh, I'm here at the zoo. I'm just going to yawn in the water while you drive by and take pictures of me, and then I'm going to kill you.
I know they seem sedated.
That's a hippo.
No. I have seen tortoises mate, and it does not
If you
sound good.
Google which animals are the biggest jerks, it talks. I mean, it gives a scientific like it's the chimpanzees. Murder comes pretty natural to these guys.
Oh, somebody actually said that online too.
Oh, Tori's on the line.
Well, somebody actually has a
Hi,
chimpanzee.
Tori.
Is that
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
What's your experience with chimps? You're picking them for the rudest animal.
Work at
What's your
the zoo?
experience with that?
Oh my goodness, yes. I took my son to the zoo when he was about 6 months old, and we were standing there looking at the chimps, and all of a sudden one just charged at the window. It did not want us to look at him at all.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want people looking at me either if I'm like, just eating my food or trying to make love to my chimpanzee wife.
Exactly, and that's so much like us. I just know they would be so rude.
Oh yeah, that's true. They're more like
the
humans, so you're right.
The smarter the animal, the ruder they are. They said one of the worst is the bottlenose dolphins, they say, are considered friendly, but they also are pretty horrible. They have gangs of bottlenose porpoises.
Oh, the pods, they will kill sharks that try and come into the area.
But they say they'll find a woman, and they'll all have their way with her. They'll basically attack the female.
A female dolphin or a real woman?
Human woman?
I've seen that woman. I've seen that dolphin attack the woman.
What?
You ever see that one?
No.
I'll show you that.
Dolphins save your life when a shark is around. Let's beat the shark up.
The lady tried to pet the dolphin. She had her jacket on. She's on the edge of the pier, and all of a sudden, it jumped up and it fell back on her on the land and started humping her.
Oh,
you ever see that? It's famous.
Definitely not in my algorithm. Definitely not.
King of the Hill has a whole episode about the dolphin scrumping.
It's been around for 7 years.
Oh,
wow.
My.
Wow.
I think y'all are forgetting an important animal.
Which one? I gotta hear this.
Well, as a fluffy little skunk, I am by far the rudest animal in the kingdom.
The skunk.
I am obviously from France, and you athletes are invading Paris, creating these zones of no smoking. Meanwhile, we eat bread and lose weight and let you win your Olympic games. I put my skunk musk in the Seine River so the swimmers smell like me for the rest of the week. Take that.
You are rude.
Animal kingdom rudeness.
What's your name?
Well, I haven't gotten that far yet.
You're just skunk.
I did
French
scrummy
rude skunk.
Skunky.
You just learned to talk.
I'm surprised I can speak.
Roulette and Ryan Show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, more than 4,000 employees left Houston ISD in June, bringing the total departure since the state takeover to over 10,000. Teachers accounted for more than 2,400 of the employees who left in June. Some teachers cited state-appointed Superintendent Mike Miles' strict new reforms and sudden class assignment changes as the reason they left. State-appointed Superintendent Mike Miles said in a news conference before a board meeting that almost every single HISD department is going to be shrinking due to budget cuts. So it's just not easy to be an HISD. Justin Verlander said after Sunday morning's live batting practice that he's starting to feel better, that he expects to be able to return to the Astros starting rotation after 2 minor league rehab starts. So I guess he's playing with the Space Cowboys right now.
Has he started yet?
Verlander?
I don't think he started yet.
He's going to be doing 2 games, yeah.
By the time he comes back, it'll be too late, so hurry up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Stroh's not doing great. They lost last night to the
It's like 4-6
Rangers.
now.
Was it?
They were 4-5 at the homestand, and they just lost last night in the 10th inning. 2 out. We brought in Ferguson, which we just got.
They call him Fergie?
Yeah, Turd Ferguson. That's his name. It was last night.
Hey, by the way, can I throw you how closely our listeners know our show? By the way, let's make this part of the what's going on in H-Town. You know how we have these called these promos, and it says the Rule and Ryan Show featuring Eric, Special K, and Sam, and has some line.
Well, they pick here's Rula, and then they'll put something up there, and you
and
say
I'll say something like Vegas me in the 20s. Let's go to the clubs. Vegas me now is like where's the casino, whatever. This one says KRB promo commercial. Meet Eric. And the quote that they want Eric to use is, "I wouldn't want people looking at me while I'm eating or trying to make love to my chimpanzee wife."
Yeah, get that audio. I would love to see if Mo would take
Based
that.
on the last conversation we just had.
Sweet love.
You think she would put that in there?
I'm not sure.
I bet she would. Mo's crazy. She's fun.
She is crazy.
If anyone would
In a
do
good
it, she'd
way.
put it in there. Come on, Mo. You can do it.
Well, if you would like to be part of the Rule and Ryan Show, you can contribute with ideas like that on text at 37530, or you contact us for the things that we help you with, like revenge. Revenge is coming
Now there's
up.
a bunch of people saying, before you talked about it, most people said, save that audio of Eric about the chimpanzee.
That's so awesome.
Making sweet love.
Guess I forget.
If you've been messed with and you made it right, but the person that messed with you doesn't know you got your payback, well, that's what Revenge on the Rule and Ryan Show is for. You're going to tell us all about it next on KRBE.